Okay, so let us proceed with the next number, that is number 18. Okay, so number 18, we have here 4x plus 8. 4x plus 8, that is x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, so on the numerator side, simply this obviously that we need to factor out 4, so that gives us x plus 2. Okay, how about the denominator? So okay, if you inspect the trinomial, okay, so you can say that this is a perfect square trinomial because x squared can be represented as a square, 4 can be represented also as a square, so that is 2. Okay, so if you multiply 2 and x, that gives you 2x, double it 4x, so this is a perfect square trinomial. So the answer would be x plus 2 squared. Okay, by means of a loss of cancellation, just simply cancel out x plus 2 and the squared here. So final answers 4 over x plus 2. So as you can see, your skills in factoring is very essential in performing simplification of rational expressions. Okay, so we proceed with number 19. So I have here 9x squared minus 9 all over x minus 1. So again, it is obvious that we can factor out 9 here in the numerator. So 9, that gives us x squared minus 1 all over x minus 1. But as you can see, we cannot directly cancel x squared minus 1 and x minus 1. So what we're going to do is we factor out x minus 1 further, x squared minus 1 further. That gives us, so this is a difference of two squares because 1 can be represented as a square of a number, and that is 1. Okay, that gives us 1x plus 1 quantity x minus 1, okay, over x minus 1. So this time we can simply cancel x minus 1. So final answer gives us 9x plus 1. Okay, so number 20. Okay, so number 20, we have 8y cubed minus 1 all over 2y minus 1. Okay, so let's focus on the numerator. So 8y cubed minus 1. So my initial reaction in this one is this is a difference of two cubes. So xy cubed can be rewritten as quantity 2y, okay, cube. 1 can be written as 1 cube. Okay, so applying the formula for the difference of two cubes, we have x minus y, that is x squared plus xy plus y squared. Okay, so this is the formula. Just going to follow the formula. Okay, so all over 2y minus 1, and then substituting the values. So we have here x, for x I have here 2y, for y I have here 1, so minus 1, that is x squared, so that will become 4y squared. Okay, plus x times y, that gives us 2y, plus y squared, that is 1, all over 2y minus 1. And then as you can see, we can cancel out 2y minus 1. So therefore, the final answer would be 4y squared plus 2y plus 1. Okay, so it's easy. Okay, so let's proceed. Number 21. So 21, I have here 8x cubed plus 24x all over 4x squared plus 12. Okay, so since I have here 8x cubed, I will not think of it again as a sum of two cubes because 24x cannot be rewritten in the form of cubes. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to factor out the common, which is 8x. Okay, so factor out 8x, that gives me x squared plus, so 8x, this gives me 3. Okay, so same thing in the denominator, so I'm going to factor out 4. So 4 that gives is x squared plus 3. Okay, so as you can see, this is very easy. I can cancel out x squared plus 3 and also 4 in the denominator, so that gives me a final answer of this is 2x. Okay, so how about 22? Okay, given for number 22 is x squared plus 7x plus 6 all over x squared minus 1. So again, I'm going to look for the factor of 6 that gives me 7, and I add those numbers. So that is 1 and 6. Okay, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 plus 6, that is 7. So simply the answer or the factor for this is okay, so x plus 1, that is x plus 6 all over difference of 2 squares, so that gives me the sum and product of the terms. Okay, so as I can see, I can factor x plus I can cancel x plus 1, so my final answer would be x plus 6 over x minus 1. Okay, so for number 23, okay, so we proceed with number 23. The given is x squared minus 5x plus 4 all over x squared minus 1. Okay, again, I'm going to look for the factors of 4 that gives me negative 5. So this is negative 1 and negative 4. Negative 1 times negative 4, that is positive 4. Negative 1 minus 4, that is negative 5. So we're good. Okay, so product or the factors are x minus 1, x minus 4 all over. So again, this is dots. Okay, dots. So that gives me x plus 1, x minus 1. So I could simply cancel out x minus 1. Okay, so my final answer for number 23 is x minus 4 all over x plus 1. Okay, so how about for number 24? So given is 3x squared minus 7x minus 6 all over x squared minus 9. So again, you cannot again directly get the factors of 6 to get negative 7 because we have here coefficient for x squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cross method approach. So in the cross method approach, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the given 3x squared minus 7x minus 6. Okay, then I'm going to get the factors of 3. So this time I have 1 and 3. In negative 6 I have let's say negative negative 3 and 2. Okay, so if I'm going to cross, okay, so it gives me 1 times 2, that's positive 2. 3 times negative 3, that gives me negative 9. But when I'm going to add this one, it gives me negative 7. So, okay, negative 7, so we're good. Okay, so the factors now are, so I'm just going to put x here and then plus sign here, x and the plus sign here. Okay, so the factors for your numerator is equal to x, just follow the sign, okay, minus 3, okay, quantity 3x plus 2 all over, again this is dots, okay, so no need to elaborate, this is dots, so that is x plus 3, x minus 3. So as you can see, we can cancel out x minus 3. Okay, so the final answer would be 3x plus 2 all over x plus 3. Okay, so how about for number 25? Number 25, okay, we have here 2x squared minus 4x minus 6 all over 3x squared minus 6x minus 9. Okay, so in this case, we're going to do cross method approach on both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so again, so for our numerator, okay, so 2x squared minus 4x minus 6. Okay, so factor this one, 1 and 2. Okay, so need to look for the factors for negative 6. That gives me negative 4. So if I'm going to use here, okay, negative 3, 2. Okay, negative 3 and 2. Okay, so once I cross multiply this gives me 2. And I cross multiply, this gives me negative 6. Okay, then once I add this, it gives me negative 4. So that's what I need. So therefore, the factors of my numerator are, okay, x minus 3. Okay, just put x here and then plus. So since copy the sign, okay, x and then plus. So I have here 2x plus 2. Okay, so all over, okay, in this case, okay, so let's solve another one. So that is 3x squared minus 6x minus 9. So factors are 1, 3. Okay, negative 9. That gives me negative 6. Let's try negative 3 and 3. Okay, so cross multiply, you have 3. Cross multiply, I have negative 9. Add. Okay, good. Gives me negative 6. So the factors of my denominator are x, okay, minus 3. Just put x here and then copy the sign. Okay, and 3x plus 3. Okay, so again, you can see, can cancel x minus 3. So that gives us, okay, 2x plus 2 all over 3x plus 3. But I can still factor out 2 on the numerator and 3 on the denominator. So that gives us 2x plus 1 all over 3x plus 1. Then I can further cancel out x plus 1. So my final answer is 2 over 3. Okay. So we will continue on the next video.